Yo, what's up guys? This is Brian Black, and in today's video I'm going to be teaching you guys one of my favorite habits, and honestly I have to say that this habit has helped me get more results and learn game faster. And what it is writing field reports. So I do this every morning. I actually just woke up about an hour ago, ate food, and now I'm sitting down and doing my daily journal. So I'm going to go over last night with you guys. I'm also going to be teaching you guys how you can write field reports. That way you can get results a lot faster. So why do you want to write field reports? The biggest reason is that writing field reports will help you remember the lessons. So if you just go out every night, after a while it just all becomes a blur and you're not necessarily learning. So you want to be very conscious of like, okay, what happened last night? Okay, what do I need to work on? What am I working on right now? What did I learn? What did I do good? What did I do negative? And by writing field reports, you're going to have all that on paper. And another reason why you should write field reports is it helps you detach from the results and helps you detach from the outcomes or whatever emotions you were feeling in a particular night or a particular day. So if you had like a bad day and you sit down and you write it, more often than not you're going to feel a lot better because you'll reread it and you'll be like, oh shit, it actually wasn't that bad. It was just my emotions weren't necessarily the best at the time. But whenever you read it back like at a future date, you're going to be like, oh, okay, it actually wasn't that bad. And the good thing is, after like a year or so of reading this or of writing field reports, you're going to be able to go back and see the progress that you've made. So what I would like to compare writing field reports to is tracking your macros in the gym. If you don't know exactly what you're eating and what you're putting into your body, you're not going to get results. You're just going to be guessing. So it's the exact same thing when it comes to writing field reports. If you don't know where you are, if you also don't know what your objectives are, and if you don't know what you're learning or like what you're not good at, then you're going to have a hard time learning game. You're just going to be going out just blindly trying to improve stuff. Whereas if you read like a week's worth of field reports and you notice, okay, the same problem keeps coming up. It's different nights, but it's the same problem. Now you know which problem to attack, and now you have a better plan to get better at game. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into my computer, and I'll show you guys the 4 sections that I write in all my field reports. So the first one is objective, and lately I've kind of been very lazy with my verbal game. So my objective for this whole week, starting last night, is just to get better at painting pictures and communicating verbally. And what that means is instead of just giving one-word responses, actually elaborate on my responses, try to incorporate the senses, like, okay, yeah, I can be like, okay, I moved to Vegas from San Francisco, or I can be like, okay, I was living in San Francisco, and every morning I would wake up, all I would see was just dirt all over the place. It was a filthy city. Homeless men would come and bother me for change. I would be walking down the street, and by the end, like, just walking a block, about 10 homeless guys would all approach me and ask me for change. You can pretty much hear the coins clinking together in their cups. It's like a signal that they're about to bother you. And then whenever I came to Vegas for the first time, I got caught into the lights, the nightclub, the atmosphere, the ambiance. First off, like the music, it was very disorienting, just the whole environment. Like here I walked into this nightclub, it's massive. I feel incredibly tiny. I'm like, what the fuck? And then you look around and there's thousands of people just partying. And I fell in love with that vibe. I was like, I'm gonna move here one day. And so I finally had the opportunity to move to Vegas, and now I currently live in Vegas. So that's what I mean whenever I'm talking about like painting pictures in the girl's mind. So I've been working on that verbally. So that was my objective for last night. And then the interactions part is pretty much obvious. It's whatever interactions you talk about them. You talk about working on your objective. Like, did you do good on that objective or not? And notice that the goal of a field report isn't to pump your own ego or to make you feel better. Like, this is all about learning. So you identify a weakness and then you attack it through going out and going through your interactions. Of course, you're still going for closes, but the main focus of your field report should be to learn. So I'm going to talk about a Swedish girl I met last night. Sorry, all this is bold. And then I'm going to talk about Dutch girls I met last night. Alright, so I met this girl from Sweden. I'm just going to fast forward and let you guys read it. Alright, so that's an example of how I would journal an interaction based on the objective. Notice I don't talk anything about physicality, nothing about escalating on the girl, nothing about making out with the girl and trying to pull her. I'm just focused on learning. So my objective was to learn how to paint pictures and get better at communicating verbally. So that's all I talk about in this. And so whenever you're going out, you want to be very clear about your objective. That way, whenever you get home, you can kind of grade your objective. So for this one, like I said, I was working on painting pictures, and that's all I talk about. Alright, so positives is pretty much where you talk about the positive stuff you did that day or that night. So for example, last night, I'm really happy. I consciously can't spell. Missing an S. I consciously attacked my sticking point. Another positive is I painted pictures pretty well. Another positive is I approached the caliber of girls I'm into. Another positive is I was in a good vibe and spreading that to the girls. Another positive is I pushed myself into a massive group set and it went amazing. Another positive is I attempted 2 pulls last night. So the reason of the positive section is just to show you that you're actually making progress. It's to put light on the stuff that you're doing good. Because very often in the game community, a lot of us get caught up in, oh, what did I do wrong? What do I need to do better? That we never take time to acknowledge the stuff that we're actually really good at. And so the positives just kind of show you, okay, like, yeah, I did this good, I did this good, I did this good. Okay, yeah, like I'm actually doing pretty fucking good. And that brings me to the lessons part. So for the lessons, it's very obvious. Once again, you're just putting the lessons you learned from the night. So one for me would be paint pictures and let the girl get sucked into them. Because I did learn that it's more effective to paint a picture than it is to just like ask girls questions and just give one-word answers. There's more engagement. The girls enjoy speaking to you more. You actually enjoy talking more. And as someone who lately hasn't been talking as much or who's been trying to minimize conversation with girls, I'm actually like relearning, like, you know what, it's actually kind of fun to have conversation. It's fun to talk to girls. Alright guys, so as you guys can see, the lessons part is just all about learning, reinforcing what you learned, maybe some stuff that you messed up and you're like, oh shit, yeah, I'm actually supposed to do this. So we'll go over what I learned. So paint pictures, we've talked about that enough. If a girl is really shy, take the pressure off and just carry the interaction for a bit. Yeah, that's something I'm very, very good at. And then move the girls around and don't just get caught up in talking. So there's, I think, one interaction where me and my wing just got caught up in talking to these girls, and then we never try to move them or try to pull them in the beginning, but we ran into them later and then went for the pull. So that was good, but we could have got that done a lot earlier. So that's just a lesson that I want to be conscious of. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So I have a little announcement. I'm going to be releasing Stop Approach Anxiety for free, and my mission is just to help you guys get over your approach anxiety so you can go out, start crushing it, start dating the girls you want. So look forward to that. I'll be announcing it very, very soon, and I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Make sure you follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm the most active, and if you want to see infield footage that I haven't released on YouTube just yet, or footage that I can't release on YouTube, make sure you sign up for the Infield Vault. The link is going to be in the description, and I'll see you guys next video.
She got me touching her body. She said she wanna get naughty. Well, baby girl, come put it on me. Sipping on her like some coffee. She gon' keep calling me Poppy. She just might see the Bugatti, but only if she give me sloppy.